Hi friends, it's Kiara. Hope you're all doing good. This is going to be a quilt with me video. We're working on the 2023 designer mystery quilt from the Fat Quarter Shop. This is block 5, Gardenia, and our guest designer this month is Vanessa Gertson from Layla Boutique. I have my block all cut out and I did a little bit of prep. So here we go. We're just gonna assemble it so it looks like the picture and chat while we do that. Okay. So we've got to do our fabric beads to our fabric seasonings. I am like totally in love with this fabric. Which, let me see if it says what the fabric is on it. Doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'll have to look it up. But this is a monthly block. I have to also change my foot because I have my wrong foot on here. So it's been a while. I've been working. I went to New York last month at the end of the month. I had a DAR thing and I spent some time with my mom and dad and my sister. And oh, and if you hear anything, the neighbors are having their lawn service going. It's Friday. The guy who comes, he does. Oh, maybe they're done. Oh no, they're done. Cool. That means later on I can open my window back up because it's really nice here. So I did that, and I had been working on my chicken salad quilt, which I need to do a video about for you guys. So, how's everybody been? But I went to like I said, I went to New York. I saw my mom and dad, my sister, my nephews. And it was a quick trip, but it was nice to see everybody. Then I came back and I've been working. I work 3 days a week. This past week I worked every day, Monday to Thursday. We're actually off today, otherwise I would have been working today. I was covering for a coworker who had a family obligation. But it's been good. It's just less time. So, but I wanted to record this. I mean, I had been sewing, and I was going to do another quilt with me on my chicken salad blocks. And I probably will, because I have to assemble 4 of them into the quilt. So I'll probably do that over the weekend. But I've been quilting at night. I watch a lot of YouTube, and there's what's known as LawTube, which is kind of like a floss tube, but it's LawTube, and it's lawyers, and they comment on trials. So I've been keeping up with the Take Care of Maya trial. And I've been watching a YouTube channel called Law and Lumber. He's one of my favorites. I have 3 that I really listen to a lot. Law and Lumber. I listen to Emily D. Baker, but Emily does a lot more entertainment news, but she did do the Murdaugh trial. So it's Law and Lumber, Emily D. Baker, and the third one I really like is Hogue Law. He has a feature he calls headlines and hangouts, and he follows like different headlines and stuff, but he's so reasonable, gives both sides. This is one of my faves. So Law and Lumber I've been listening to. We're in the defense case. It's really interesting, but it gives me something to do. So I decided, I had been watching it and sitting on the couch at night and watching it, and I was like, I really should be productive. So the past 3 nights I brought it in to my sewing room and I worked on a bunch of blocks. So that's really good. I have to figure a way to get the computer somewhere so I can actually long arm while I'm doing it, because I have so many quilts I want to long arm. but I might actually just long arm over the weekend. Okay, so those are into my clapper. So that's good. We did those. Let me do, I actually should have started with this piece, but okay. And now, okay, so what we're doing is, I just did this piece, and now I'm doing the bottom, this C and E, to make the next piece, so I can do that together. This should go pretty quick because I did the most complicated part before I came on. So that's what's up with me. My kids are doing good. I had 2 IEP meetings. I had my son's this week, and I did Samantha's last week. I took Samantha to the dentist. She has to have some dental work. So we'll be doing that Monday, starting that. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was pretty bad. But overall, he said her mouth doesn't look horrible for how long it's been since she went to the dentist, and her teeth are all coming in straight, so that's fabulous. Yeah, that is really fabulous. I really like this block. It's not super complicated, and my quilt's not gonna look like the one in the end for the whole mystery because I did not buy the setting pattern. I just bought the blocks. To be quite honest, a lot of times the setting patterns are so involved, and I don't want to be in that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to find a Lori Holt. Lori Holt's books are great because as long as you have the block size, and I'm talking about like these, the Farm Girl books, because I'll just show you. They had one that I kind of liked because these blocks are 12.5, and Lori Holt does a lot of settings in 12.5. This might not be, this is 2, so it might not be the one. But I'll find a setting and then I'll show it to you, and I could always just do sashing and cornerstones, which I might do because I have enough leftover fabric that I can just put the cornerstones. Yeah, I think it was the other book. Oh wait, that might have been it right there. No, that's not it. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I have this one. Okay, it's going towards the middle. Using my little iron, not my favorite iron. And what I'll do is when I'm done, I'll just give them the whole thing a good press on the real iron. One thing the Fat Quarter does is they tell you which way to iron the pressing instructions, so it lays the way it's supposed to. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. I went to New York. I told you about that. I've been working. I've actually been stitching too. Cross stitching, just not enough to do a floss tube. Okay, so this is done. Okay, our next step was to make these blocks, which I already did. They're kind of like flying geese, but they have a longer bottom. Okay, all right, so we have to make, so now what we have to do is put this fabric on this fabric. So we'll do that while the other thing is finishing. And I'm just chain piecing these because it goes pretty quick. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, so I have so many projects I want to do, and I have so many projects I want to finish. I've been really good about not buying anything new. I have bought a couple quilt books, which I want to do just like a quilt chat one day. But my husband's doing something, so I told my son if he needs something to come in. We'll see if he listens. But I can hear him. I can hear him. My littlest is having a pajama day because there was no school today. But she did have an appointment this morning. Her case manager came to the house and met with her and set her goals for the next year, which is good. So, let's talk about my son's IEP meeting, because Sammy's IEP meeting was fabulous. We set goals, we worked on things, but Jimmy's IEP meeting was really, really good. Actually, hold on, guys. Let me just. Whoops, sorry about that. I hit the button. So Jimmy's IEP meeting was really good. We set up a whole bunch of new goals, which is great. We're going to work more on communication with him because that's something big. But he's been having a really good year. He's been a little bit of a pain in the rear at home. But at school, he's been doing what he's supposed to do, working hard. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I posted some worksheets he did by himself. He held the teacher's hand, but he was controlling where everything was going. And then he was just, at one point, she stopped helping him, and he started doing the work himself. So, which was great because it shows you that he knows a lot more than he lets on. Okay, those are done. They can go over there. Which way are we pressing this? Ow. Oh, there must have been water in there. It was hot. Okay, towards the white. The one reason I don't like this little iron is because I don't feel like it gets hot, but I don't feel like it gets hot enough in the right spots. So we're gonna work on communication. One of the things is she's gonna teach him how to write his name and his date of birth, because that way, if something happened, it would be able to get him places. The other thing is we're going to try to work on a communication device. I have to look. I think my daughter has an extra iPad, so we're going to wipe everything off it and make it like a school iPad with communication and some task lists on it. So that will be good. Okay, so now we have to put these and these together. So that's what we're going to do now. This is just going along rather quickly. See, this is why I don't like it. It doesn't press it as well as I would like. I mean, it'll work. But and now we're doing more chain paint. I like this block. It looks a lot harder than it actually is. Making noise. So the IEP meetings went good, which is always, as a special needs parent, you worry about these IEP meetings. And you hear a lot of horror stories, and I've had a lot of horrible ones where the team was not working together. But I have an awesome team, and things are going. They gave me some places for when he gets out of school and different things. So that went really, really well. We gave our puppies a bath. My husband gave the puppies a bath today. My 70-pound puppies. I have they'll be 10 months old tomorrow. I have two 10-month-old German Shepherds. Maybe I'll put the pictures I posted on Instagram today there. So I have so many projects I want to do, and now that I'm working, I don't have as much time. But I actually have a couple things. I showed you guys a quilt that I wanted to get quilted for my daughter. I haven't even touched it. The backing is loaded on the long arm, but it's just sitting there. Seriously, just sitting there. And I really need to, probably tonight while I'm watching FloorTube, maybe I'll wind some bobbins so I can do that. Yesterday I cleaned my sewing machine, wound some bobbins, which is always good. Except then I had a problem. I couldn't get the needle where it was supposed to be. Okay, so that's done. We're coming along. Yeah, so before I do these, I usually have all my blocks ready to go. Oh, okay. I have to make sure I'm pressing the right direction. And then I put them underneath my clapper. Yeah, so, things have been really good here, which is always good when life is good and doing. I have to clean my house. I'm hosting Bunko next month, and my parents are going to be here for like 2.5 weeks, which will be nice. My daughter's coming home for Thanksgiving. She's up in Baltimore this week at a conference. Her internship invited her to go with them. Her internship is with the Oral History Association, and okay, I have a mistake. Jack is gonna come out. What did I do with Jack? Jack, do you all know who Jack is? Oh, Jack's on the floor. Meet Jack. Jack and I are gonna have a quick little date. Quick little date. Yeah, quick little date here. But my chicken salad quilt, I am loving it. It was funny when I saw my sister in New York, she's like, I see that quilt you're making. If you don't know who you're making it for, I would love it. I said, I love you, but that is a passion project for myself. It's something I really want. I thought that was cute that she really loved it. I think she liked the premise of it too. How it's a homage to my grandparents. Because I'm doing the blocks and then I'm doing a blog post on my genealogy blog because it pertains to my grandparents. Each block is like a memory. For the most part of my grandparents, there's a couple that have to do with my dad. Okay, just give me 1 second. Pull these threads. Okay, this way. Okay, so that's why I want to do a video about it and show you the different blocks. I have 4 more blocks. 1 is simple, and then 2 have like so many pieces. 1 is a barn block. I have to do pig block, horse. Oh, the horse and the barn blocks. The horse and the barn blocks have like 30 pieces each. But I'm sure it's going to be fabulous when I do them. And I was thinking of leaving the horse out, but the horse is actually a vital story to my relationship with my grandparents and to my family in general, because I'll tell you this quick story. I had a horse. I mentioned in passing that I wanted a pony to my grandpa. And so my grandparents had a farm, so they got me a I've sewn it twice the wrong way. I didn't catch it. Darn. Me and Jack are gonna have another date. You ever do that? Make a mistake and you have to keep. not a huge mistake, but I mean, and I could just cut out the other pieces again, but it'll be okay. I sewed them on the wrong side. It's not that I sewed it wrong. I just sewed them on the wrong side, and it happens, it happens, it happens. Yeah. So we had a fire drill at school yesterday. Caused me a little bit of anxiety because I work in the lunchroom, and yeah, if you have a fire drill in the lunchroom, you got to get the kids out. So it was a little bit of anxiety, but it worked. It was all good. And I had meant after the fire drill to go check on my daughter because she does not like things like that, and I forgot. So when she came out of school, I was like, how was the fire drill? She goes, I was nervous. I said, oh, that happens. So my eye is killing me too. But it's nice to have a day off today, not do anything. I need to go to the store. My husband, I was like, do you need this today? He's like, no, not really. So maybe we'll go Monday. And then I forgot my daughter has the dentist on Monday. Oh, I got it right, guys. I got it right. Okay. What I'm going to do with this one is I am going to leave it here by itself and let it cool down. Okay. So I got them all done. So now I have to take these and I have to sew 2 of them to the center. Okay, so let me turn the page. I really like this block. I don't know. It's not that it's not hard. One thing I like about the Fat Quarter Shop, I don't really read the directions. I know that's probably bad. I kind of look at the pictures for the most part. But I really like this one. So I accidentally shut the video off before. So. This one works good. This one's nesting. I like when things nest. So what is everybody working on? What are you doing? Are you stitching? What are you stitching? I'm right now, for cross stitching, I'm working on, I had started last year, the Primrose Cottage stitches 9 patches. My goal was to get them all done this year. I don't know if that'll happen, but it's coming along. It's coming along. This is going the right way. Okay. This way. Okay. This way. So I finished October the other day, and right now I'm working on November. I think I only had 3 done last year. I think when this is done, I'll still have 3 to do. So, unless, I was watching, quilting-wise, I watch a lot of people. I watch the Fat Quarter Shop. I watch Becky from Power Tools with Thread. She does both quilting and machine embroidery, which is, I like because I do machine embroidery too. Okay, this one's done. Okay, this one goes towards the middle. Okay, so I watch that. I also watch Sobecca sometime. Actually, I watch Sobecca when she has, not when she's live streaming. when she, okay, this one we're going out. When she, Tuesdays she gives like a little update to what she's doing. So I've been watching her, which is part of the reason I have been working on my designer mystery. I've been working on one of my designer mysteries from 2021. So I had done the first 4 blocks, and then the other day I did block 5. I have block 6 over here that I'm gonna work on probably tonight while I'm watching TV. Because my law tube thing is for like 3 hours, so I'll sew a little bit. Like yesterday I was watching and I just cleaned my machine. I cut out blocks one day. So oh, this looks so nice. And if you didn't know, blue, I love red, white, and blue quilts, and blue and red are my favorite colors. So, I mean, this is more blue and pink than blue and red, but there is some blue and red in it. So, it's coming along. Good. See, so our center is done. Look how cool that looks. Let me do these next pieces. In 2 little things. I should have moved I have a Lori Holt. I'll just show it to you quickly. I have a Lori Holt. I have 2 of these. I have a pink one and a yellow one. I can't show you because I have patterns over here, but I should have moved it over here because I leave it so I can read the pattern. And the way I have my sewing machine right now, it's not working. So, okay, so let's do this. Seams are not laying flat. That's the reason I don't like that. It doesn't, I don't know, they just don't lay flat as with the real iron. And I use a Juki TL2000 QI. It has made me such a confident stitcher. That it's a straight stitch machine. It doesn't have any real bells or whistles. It's not even as fancy as the one that Kimberly Jolly uses. Kimberly's has an extra tension disc on it. If you're comfortable with a mechanical machine and things, you don't need the extra. If you're okay doing your tension, but I will tell you, one of the great things about this machine is it gave me a lot of confidence when it came to my long arm. Because there are a lot of people who have problems with their tension and other things. I very rarely have problems with my tension on my long arm. I have a Handy Quilter Moxie. I have the original one. They have an XL now that's 18 inches, and I would love to find a way to be able to swing it, but that's being irresponsible right now, so it won't happen. But my 15's fine. It's not like I don't have a computer on it, so when I quilt on it, it's all me, and I don't mind. I actually like it. It makes me, thing is, my husband hasn't been working, and he's home, and I used to long arm like in the house by myself with the music really loud. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't care, but it's just what it is. I just need to, I get a lot of anxiety over how to quilt things. I mean, once I start, I have no anxiety at all, but I have anxiety leading up to, am I gonna put the right thing? I put all this work into it. Am I gonna quilt the, and I just, oh, this is, guys, this is gonna be a gorgeous block. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to use my clips on this. So, I can tell you these aren't nested right, but it's okay. I do have another, both my machines are Juki's. I actually started on a Brother. I had a, maybe I didn't start, or maybe I started on a Janome. I don't know, I started sewing in 2010. I've only been quilting since 2020. I take that back. I started sewing in 2010. My sister had her baby in 2019. I made the quilt top, the piece in the quilt top, but I was so nervous to quilt it. Okay? Seriously, I was petrified to quilt it, so I didn't quilt it to COVID. Okay? So I didn't quilt it till 2020. And then in 2020, I started, when we were all home, I started watching videos on YouTube, and I found Pat Sloan, and I found like that quarter shop. So I started quilting and cross stitching around the same time. To play with my iron. This one seam doesn't want to sit, and I know it just has to do with, oh, I got it to line up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna show you guys, and then I'll put a picture at the end of the finished block, all pressed and trimmed. It's a happy book. It makes me happy. Anyway. Wrong way. Makes me happy. So it's finished sewing this. I'll press this. I'll show it to you untrimmed and everything, and then I will finish this all up. So trim it and show y'all in a picture at the end. But thanks for visiting with me. It's been nice. Very, very nice to spend time with you guys. I keep saying, going, oh, I need to record a video. I need to record a video. And then I just don't do it. And so I told my husband, I said, I gotta go record a video. I haven't recorded a video in a while. And like I said, I told my son if he needed me to come, but my husband was talking to him too. So he is 16, he should be able to be in the other room, and as long as I can hear him, it will keep us all a little sane. It's a long weekend. Okay, so I got my corners to line up. So she just needs to be. Actually, I don't need to do much trimming on her either. This this off so I don't forget. I'll take another picture when I'm done. But here she is. How awesome is this block? Let me show you the picture too. Look, she came out so pretty, even with my mistakes. Now I gotta take her to the real iron, trim her up, press her flat, super flat, and hang her up till I'm ready to do something more. So we know block 5 is done. Thanks for spending time with me. Please like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. If you have a question, post it below. I'm gonna probably do just like a quilt chat, show you some different things I want to work on, and I have been working on quilt wise. Maybe I'll do that over the weekend. So bye, have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. Bye bye.